Good morning, folks. And it's early morning, but Kat's awake. We're going to go haul some corn today and get some other stuff done. If you want to come along, we'd love to have you. First thing I got to do is go turn the drip system off in the garden. We did some planting last night, and I wanted to run the water overnight, so if the sun comes out today pretty hard, at least they got a lot of moisture in the ground. All right, we got everything done on the homestead this morning. Kelly's off today, so she's going to be around too. But I'm going to take off and go get some breakfast at the favorite restaurant and get some coffee, and then go find my truck. We have arrived. Time for some grub and some coffee. I just love Nebraska mornings. Beautiful. Good morning there, K-Dub. Gotta check the old Earl. Need to clean that nasty windshield. Don't want to look through that all day. Going to be driving into that sun this morning, so we definitely do not want a dirty windshield. But sure is pretty. All right, let's warm this baby up. Got to check them tires in the morning. Coffee, check. Water, check. Looks like we're ready to roll out of here. So let's get her going. Do our little brake check. Nothing dragging. Trailer brakes work. Let's roll. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. Here comes the sun. It's all right. All right, we have arrived. This is where we load out. You can tell by my coffee cup the road's a little rough getting there. Wish I could take one of the DOT people for a ride along one day and show them how rough that highway is. When they go to the dentist to fix their chipped teeth, they might get this thing fixed. You know, I thought when I moved to Nebraska that we'd get a little break on our vehicle licenses and registration and all that, but no, it's every bit as expensive as it was in California, and the roads aren't any better. I wonder if it's a coincidence when you pay high taxes, the roads are worse. Don't know how that works. All right, let's get this thing loaded. Got to turn our conveyor on. Then we turn the bin auger on. And there she goes. Closing our tarp on the way out. Got a handy dandy remote to do that with. So we have about a 60-mile round trip, all in where we're going to today. It takes about 2 hours start to finish, with the travel time to and from and the loading and unloading. So we'll show you when we get to where we're going what it looks like. Alright, we have arrived. This is a elevator here for a large hog raising outfit. They have their own feed mill, and a lot of the local farmers haul into here. We unroll our tarp as we drive around back, and we're going to pull up to an area, and they're going to put a probe into our trailer and suck some of the corn out, and they'll test for moisture and debris and other things. And if you've got too much of anything, they will dock you a little bit on your pay. Of course, they don't dock my pay. It would be what they pay for the corn. And I don't know how common that is, but I'm assuming that's the way it works. So we're pulling up to the pit. We got to stop here in a second. See that probe going into the truck. Alright, they got their sample. Now we can roll on in here. They got an intercom up there. You get on and tell them who you are and where you're from, and then they'll let you know when they got your weight. This whole thing here is a scale that you drive on. It's got a scale on top of the pit, and the pit's wide enough where you can dump both traps without moving. So after they tell you they got their weight, you can start dumping. Once you're all done, come get back on the intercom, and they'll tell you when they got your weight again, and they send you your ticket through this vacuum thing. Comes to this box right here. Alright, let's head back and get another load. We're doing 4 loads today. I don't usually do 4, but Kelly's off today, so she's at home watching Ruby and Brandy, so Ruby don't have to be locked up all day. Can't trust her to be out yet, because she gets into trouble if she's unsupervised, because she's still a puppy. Brandy used to do the same thing. Alright, we got our second load on. I want to show you something real quick. Whenever you're dealing with dry corn, you've got this stuff flying around in the air, and that's what comes off the cob of corn. If you know, ever look when you're eating a cob of corn, you got them little flaky things on the cob. Well, when the corn dries, those things come off and they fly around in the air. The farmers call these bees' wings, and they're really irritating. When they're flying around the air, they get up your nose and they drive you crazy till you blow them out. And if they get down your shirt, they make you itch all day. Nasty little buggers. That's why it's a good idea to keep your windows closed on your truck too, because your cab will be full of them. Load number 3. Then we grabbed some lunch. You people getting into farming, you youngins, there ain't no union lunch break. You eat in between times when you're waiting. Alright, looks like a load. Just for reference, that wasn't me. Now these trucks, these hopper bottoms, hold about 1,000 bushels of corn, and each bushel of corn weighs right around an average of 56 pounds per bushel. So we want to load about 56,000 pounds onto the truck, and if you do it for a while, you can get pretty close. Now these bins here, these bins hold 50,000 bushels, so about 50 truckloads in each bin. There's 4 bins here, so you're looking at 200,000 bushels of corn. And that's just one family farm here in Nebraska. I'll show you the weight ticket when we get into the elevator. See how close we got to that 1,000 bushels. Now the farmer that I'm working for, his oldest son, Mason, he's a regular viewer of our channel. And now that he's out of school, Mason, you need to come ride with me one day, because you need to learn how to do this so you can take over in a few years. Now his youngest son, Carson, he wants to be a YouTube star when he grows up. I told him, I said, you better have a plan B, because you're not going to make a fortune on YouTube probably. You got to be doing something pretty unique to make any money on YouTube nowadays. Alright, you see our gross weight of 82,680. That's our total weight truck with the load on. And then our tare weight is 25,560. That's the truck without the load. That gives us a net weight of 57,120. So you figure 56,000 pounds would be about 1,000 bushels. I don't know if the math is right on that, but we're just over 1,000 bushels, 1,012.4 bushels. So we did pretty good. Better to be a little over than under. Now a bushel is a volume measurement, not a weight measurement. So I'm sure their computer allows for the moisture in the corn, because really dry corn like this is coming out of a bin is going to be a lot lighter and smaller than wet corn, so their computer probably calculates that. So we're coming up to get our last load of the day, so we're fueling up because we won't be back this direction, because where we park is in town. So we're making sure the trucks are ready to go for the next load. So it looks like we might have a traditional Nebraska summer afternoon. We got clouds building up. Might get some thunderstorms this afternoon. Makes it a little cooler out here for sure. Just got loaded with our last load, and got a bit of a south breeze coming up. So we're going to tuck in here behind these trees. Get in on the north side of these trees and roll our tarp. Last load is dumped. We can deadhead back to the yard and go home. There's old Blue. We're back. Alright, we got the truck parked. A little over 9 hours to all 4 loads. So pretty productive day. So let's go home and see what Kelly's doing. What's this? Red and green at the same dealership? There's my cousin going by. Boy, what's next? Coke and Pepsi at the same restaurant? Brandy, what are you doing? Did you miss me? There's Ruby. There's Wreck-It Ruby. What are you doing? Well, we got home and we're leaving again. We got softball to go to tonight. What'd you do today, Cal?
Planted about half my flowers.
Oh, cool. Are you going to post them on the Facebook page?
Yeah, I took some before and afters of the spots where I planted them.
Very nice. So if you want to check out Kelly's flower stuff, go ahead over to Mark Kelly Farms Facebook page. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Enjoyed having you with me today. We'll see you next time.